How's it going, guys? The first weekend of the Women's World Cup is out of the way. It was fantastic. I try to catch as many games as I possibly can, and I was nothing but impressed. The women played phenomenally. If you wanted to see some high-flying action, heavy tries, big score lines, this was the bloody weekend for it. I want to break this down. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, and let's get into it. So yeah, the women's rugby. I mean, it started off with England absolutely decimating the USA 69-7. We got to see Ellie Kildan just absolutely put on a masterclass, show everybody why she's one of the best players in the world and will be for a very long time. I mean, we talking world player of the year, and my word, she dominated. Honestly, Muir dominated. Just England dominated from scrums. They were so strong, so fast. I mean, going out the wings, just incredible play. If you guys haven't gotten into women's rugby, I know there's a little bit of a stigma in relation to women's rugby. Look, if you love rugby and you just want to see amazing tries, it's a completely different style to men's rugby. It's different. It feels different. It looks different. It plays out different. I was nothing but impressed. I love rugby in every single aspect of it, whether it's sevens, whether it's 15s, whether it's men, women, I don't care. As long as we get to see high-flying rugby, beautiful play, technical work, this is what you are here for, and I'm learning as I go along. There's a lot of women's rugby here, which, I mean, this is the first actual proper introduction that I've had into it, and my word, I was blown away. I really was blown away. And England are no joke. So obviously they started off the weekend just with absolute monsters. And then you look into Saturday, and again, big score lines throughout. Australia women 73-0 over Samoa. Scotland 38-8 up against Wales. Canada 65-7. Honestly, I didn't think Canada is that good, until I actually saw them play up against Fiji, and my word, that they put on a bloody masterclass. They were in total control throughout the entire game, It's ridiculous. 11 tries, 5 conversions, 156 carries, 10 line breaks. Oh, they were just ridiculous. I got to watch a little bit of the France game. I didn't watch it all, but again, it was relatively tight early on, and then France just ended up taking it in the second part of the first half, and then that was just it. France just put in the work, and Escudero, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, that was bloody phenomenal. This was a weekend to just kill it. And then Sunday. Now, Sunday was one that I actually spent a little bit more time watching because I had a little bit more time in my hands. Ireland versus Japan. Killer. Just absolute killer. Ireland put on a proper masterclass. 6 tries, 6 conversions, 132 carries, 7 line breaks, 53% possession. Even though they were on the front foot, they still put in 144 tackles. Dana O'Brien, Ava Higgins, Enya Breen, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There was a Japanese woman though. What was her name? Kawamura. Masami Kawamura, I think that's her name. Masami Kawamura. 18 carries. This woman was a beast. She was just on it. But ultimately, Ireland came through with the win. Brilliant rugby. The game that I was most interested in was the Springboks. They just were. They played up against Brazil, and 666. They ended up beating them 66-6, and again, pure dominance, early try in, completely throughout the entire game. 10 tries, 8 conversions, 193 carries, 10 line breaks. Yes, they did lose a fair amount of turnovers, but 65% possession, 71% territory. They were just on point. Pierre-Andre Dolph was just beautiful. Beautiful. Like 16 points, made it look easy. Aceza Hele. Oh, Hele was just like, she made light work. She makes this game look so easy. 3 tries, like, just wow. Just wow. Oh, I mean, the Springboks really put on a show. Nadine Roos as well, 3 line breaks. She was just everywhere. She really was just everywhere. And my word, like, she was just moving that ball around effortlessly. Effortless. I think she ended up getting something like 70. It was around 70 to 80 passes that she was just. They just made it look easy. South Africa are nowhere near truly listed as one of the best in the world right now, especially in terms of women. But my word, after this performance, yes, you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because it was up against Brazil. South Africa up against a team like England will be a completely different ball game. But yeah, this was absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful work. And then the Black Ferns up against Spain. Again, light work. Really light work. The All Blacks really showed what they are capable of, and they mean really, like, they just mean business. They hit hard. They hit really hard. And I mean, if you had to ask me who is who, I wouldn't be able to give you names. But the work that these women put in, the tackles that we got to see, the running, just that speed is ridiculous. Sunday was the day for me where I was like, you know what? I am going to spend a bit more time paying attention to women's rugby, because there's a lot that you can learn from it. And this was genuinely interesting rugby. Like, it was very much back and forth. We got to see a lot of tries throughout. I mean, you think throughout the games, we ended up getting in total for Sunday over like 30 tries, which is ridiculous. So yeah, high scoring games. If you guys want to watch like some serious quick pace rugby where you get to see a lot of tries, you get to see a lot of action, watch women's rugby, like, seriously. And this is just the opening week. As things get further on, things are just going to get tougher. So we're going to start seeing a lot more technicality. We're going to start seeing tactical shifts. We are going to start to see, those battles in between positions. And right now, the way England played was beautiful. I still have them as favorites. But the All Blacks, the way that they worked, that work rate, they are scary. Same thing with the Springboks. There's just something about the Springboks. They always tend to work best when they're on the back foot. But obviously Ireland put in some good work. I was surprised by Canada. Like, I was not expecting Canada to be where they are. But yeah, big work from these ladies. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please take time to watch some women's rugby. You'll be surprised. So as always, please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.